House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is facing a family scandal. Her husband Paul Pelosi has officially been charged with a DUI with injury by the Napa County District Attorney's Office. The county press release states that Mr. Pelosi will be charged with a misdemeanor and that the punishment for driving under the influence in California is up to 5 years probation, a minimum of 5 days in jail, installation of an ignition interlock device, fines and fees, and a completion of a court-ordered drink driving class and other terms as appropriate. This comes after he was involved in a crash on May 28, with the District Attorney's Office confirming he had a blood alcohol content level of 0.82%. He was pulled over before midnight on that Saturday night in Napa Valley, where he was later arrested for drink driving. Mr. Pelosi was returning to his and Nancy's vineyard from a dinner party when a man driving a Jeep crashed into his Porsche. The 82-year-old was booked into jail at around 4 a.m. on Sunday and was later released around 7:26 a.m. His bail had been set to $5,000. At the time, a spokesperson for Nancy Pelosi released a brief statement after the incident, confirming she wouldn't be commenting on the private matter that occurred while she was on the East Coast. Over a week ago, his mugshot was revealed despite authorities in California originally refusing to release it, even though multiple media outlets had requested to see it. Any description of property damage or injuries had also been withheld because authorities believed releasing those details could have jeopardised the investigation. Some social media users reacted to the news. One person wrote, "Finally, Paul Pelosi charged with a DUI, a misdemeanor, not a felony, but the people kept the pressure on and they finally made a charge. People are sick of 2 tiers of justice." Another wrote, "Paul Pelosi charged with a DUI. Took them long enough." Finally, Paul Pelosi will never see jail time. We live in a 2-tiered justice system, them and us. Fox News host Jesse Watters debunked a few suspicious things that happened the night Paul Pelosi got in the car accident, things that weren't originally released to the media.
And things that only make this night seem more suspicious. For example, according to the Times, there was a witness at the scene of the collision, a witness. Funny, because we asked for witness statements and they told us to take a hike. So who is this witness? Just standing on the side of the road in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere? When we spoke to the cops, they refused to say if there was a passenger in the car. They can't confirm or deny it. Very interesting. Another interesting tidbit, according to the Times, both cars were totaled. Totaled. For weeks, we've been led to believe this was just like your everyday little fender bender. We'll say it again. Both cars were totaled. The mystery witness also told the Times Pelosi stayed in his car after the accident. He wouldn't get out. Instead of getting out like, most people do when they get into a car accident, Pelosi froze. He was motionless. It took him several minutes to move. New York Times also claims a local sheriff was actually the first person to arrive on the scene, not California Highway Patrol. This is the first time we're hearing about a sheriff. So Primetime called him. They told us he was just cruising by when he saw the crash, stopped to check in on everybody, and then left the scene since it wasn't his jurisdiction. We asked the sheriff if there was a passenger in the car with Papa P, and believe it or not, he told us he knew the answer to that question, but he couldn't tell us because he was being muzzled by Napa County District Attorney Allison Haley. Hey, Allie. She's the one withholding information from the public. She's Newsom's girl, who, by the way, the Times points out, has some family ties to the Pelosi's.